Hey everyone, welcome back to Buick Outdoors. If you're new here, my name is Sheldon Marion, and today we're spending a day out here at the range. We're sighting in our rifles for bear season. Alrighty guys, so the rifles that I'll be using today, they are both Ruger M77s. This one here is a 300 Win Mag. This one here is actually my grandma's old 30-06. The 300, I'm going to be using 165 grain Barnes triple shock bullets, and for the 30-06 I have 200 grain trophy bonded bear claws that I'll be using out of that one. I've shot bears with the 30-06 before, and with the 200 grain bullets in it, it's just a dynamite round for them bears. And then the 300, I like to shoot heavier bullets, the 180s to kind of 200 grain bullets. But unfortunately, because this day and age right now, bullets are extremely hard to come by. So I got the next best thing, and it's 165 grain Barnes triple shock, in my opinion. But anyways, we are getting all set up here. I have my target down range there at 100 yards. The 300, I'll be shooting the target on the left. The 30-06, I'll be shooting the target on the right. So I'm going to clear the table. I'm going to get the rounds put in, get my earplugs in, and we'll get to shooting. Alrighty, let's get this party started. We'll grab 3 bullets here, get them into the gun, and we got down range there. We got 2 targets. One on the left is for the 300, one on the right is for the 30-06. And again, shooting 165 grain Barnes triple shock bullets, and we're at 100 yards here. I just finished cleaning the gun, so this first shot, it might be kind of a little wonky. It kind of seems to me that after you clean the gun, the first shot is usually a bit off. It's like you're fouling around almost. So the first shot, we're just gonna kind of take it as is, and then we'll get serious with the second and third shot. And yeah, hopefully you don't have to burn up too many bullets and shoot off a bunch of rounds today. So let's get to it. Anyways, we'll load up this first round, and we're shooting at the target on the left. Oh, we're about 2 inches high. Was that 3 inches or 2 inches left? 3 inches high. We'll shoot one more just to kind of confirm. Alright, so like I was saying, with that first round being kind of like the haywire one, the second one, we're still high, but we're a little more center, I think. It's kind of hard to see with using just your scope, but I gotta bring it down a little bit anyways. Yeah, so we're 2 inches high and ½ inch to the left. So we need to come to the right. And then just double check. Yeah, 2 inches high, and I like to be about an inch to inch and a half. So we'll give this 4 clicks to bring her down. Alrighty, so now we should be hopefully dead center and about an inch high. So we'll load up another one. So now we're almost spitting bullets slightly. It did come down, and we're still left. So maybe what I'll do is I'll give her another 2 clicks to the right. And then for up and down, I'm gonna leave it where it's at, just for right now. Put 3 more in. One thing you want to do too is you want to make sure that your barrel's not getting overly too hot. If your barrel starts getting hot, you start to lose your accuracy. The metal expands a little bit, so then your bullets get a little sloppy going down the barrel. But bringing it off after 3 rounds, it's still nice and cool. So I'll send 1 more for sure, just to kind of see roughly where we're at. And with that, I think we're gonna call that about good enough. I'll give her 2 more clicks to the right, because you can tell that as we're shooting, we are slowly tracking over. So I think I'm gonna give her 2 more clicks to the right, and then honestly, I'm gonna call that good enough. You know, this isn't a long range rifle. It's a long range caliber, but the rifle, no. You know, I'll be shooting this between 100 to maybe 300 yards, and like that's a big maybe, especially out here where we're hunting bears. Like, you really don't have long shots. So if I am, like, quite honestly, as just a regular everyday hunting rifle that you shoot within 100 yards, that first shot, even though it was 3 inches high, 2 inches to the left, that, if you're being true and honest, that would have been actually good enough to kill a bear out here. I would not recommend that whatsoever. However, now that we're, you know, roughly inch high and dead center, that's plenty. You can see that as we were shooting, we were slowly getting closer to where we wanted to end up at, and now we're pretty well there. We really don't need to shoot anymore. You know, if we're that 1/4 inch off, we don't need to be perfection. We're not going to go after you know, some gold medal target range, whatever. Like, this is simply just a hunting rifle, and we're gonna be shooting 100 yards, 200, stretching it to 300, and like, the bears out here, you can walk up to them to within 100 yards almost every single time. So there's no reason whatsoever for me to be taking pokes at 300 yards. So with that all being said, I'm going to call that good enough for the 300 Win Mag. I'm going to take all the bullets out, make sure she's all nice and safe, and then I'm going to grab the 30-06. And the 30-06, it should be pretty darn close. I'm hoping that only takes 1 or 2 shots, because I was using it last year, shot a bear with it, and then I pretty well just put it away. So yeah, it should be 1 shot to either make sure that's still shooting straight, or 1 shot to make a couple of adjustments, do 1 more to prove their adjustments, and then we'll be good to go. So anyways, I'm going to put this 300 away, and I'm going to pull out 30-06. Well, that was fun shooting the old 300. Now we're off to the trusty rusty 30-06 here. This one, like I was saying there, you know, I lied. I didn't use it last year. I used it the year before. Shot a bear with it, put it in the gun safe, and then it hasn't been out since. So I'm hoping it's pretty well just to wipe the dust off the scope, shoot 1 or 2 rounds kind of a thing, and just kind of prove that it's still shooting straight. You know, I really don't like wasting a bunch of bullets and stuff. I absolutely love target shooting, but when I do target shooting, I just, you know, I'm smart about it. I use my 223 or like my 22 kind of a thing. So yeah, but always have to do your due diligence, especially when you're going after like kind of what you would call a dangerous game, I guess. You know, you want to make sure that you're doing your due diligence when it comes to deer, moose, and elk and all that stuff too. But when it comes to bears, you want to make sure that you hit them where you need to hit them. You know, a moose, they can charge you and they can hurt you, but you know, if you wound a bear because you didn't go out and take a couple of shots with your rifle, make sure that's shooting straight, you know, you almost deserve to get chewed on a little bit, or at least swatted a little. But anyways, that's why we're here. That's why we're at the range. And now we're gonna shoot at the target on the right with the old 30-06 using the 200 grain trophy bonded bear claws. So let's get after it. Huh, that one's way out. I'm gonna take 1 more shot just to make sure it wasn't me. Yeah, so we're shooting, what is that? 1.5 inches to the right, and fairly high. It was 3 inches high, 2 inches. Could also be the way that I'm sitting here too, but we'll make a couple of adjustments. We'll come to the right by 1 inch. There, that should be 1 inch. 4 clicks. Maybe we'll come down 1/2 inch. I almost poked the same hole. Well, come to the right. So I turned it to the right another 4 clicks, another inch. Hopefully we'll take one shot and it should be pretty well dead center-ish. And then we'll check our elevation. And again, just like the 300, this is a 100, 200 yard gun. You know, so if we're within an inch of where we want to be, you know, really that's good enough for our purposes of hunting. I just gotta wait on the wind here real quick. I have a pretty flimsy target, so when the wind starts blowing there, it'll move quite a bit. There we go. Well, we'll call that good enough. That one there hit just dead on, right where we need her. It's slightly low, but again, if we're dead on at like 100 yards with this thing, what does the box say? If we're dead on at 100 yards, at 200 yards we're 5 inches low, 300 yards we're 17 inches low. So I mean, really, we don't need to adjust it anymore. Where that last one hit, and I can't really see the wind blowing it, but it is absolutely dead on left and right. And I want to say ½ inch high. So that's well within the specs of a hunting rifle, in my opinion. But yeah, I think we're gonna call her there. The 300 is sighted in. The 30-06 is definitely sighted in. And now when we hit the road, we're gonna be hunting bears. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button down in the bottom there. Leave us a comment or two. Let me know what kind of rounds you guys are using. Whether or not you've had good luck with the bear claws or the triple shock bullets. I know I've used them for quite a few years now, and they've been just phenomenal for me. But anyways, guys, again, I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you want to follow along on any of our other outdoor adventures, how-to videos, holiday trailer life, hunting, fishing, exploring, whatever, you know, subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell notification so you're notified every time that a new video comes out. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna wrap this up and I'm gonna get to bear hunting. See you on the next one.